In this video, I would like to review the Holy Bible NRSV XL edition with the Apocrypha. This one is the extra large print size. You can see on the side it says giant print, and it says that the print size is 12.5. This is the biggest print size that I found, so for people that have trouble seeing the words, try this one out. I hope this works out for you. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a minute, but before we get into it, let's look at the size of the book and everything, and we'll get into it. So this is the width of it, kind of thin. It's kind of heavy, but not too heavy. It's like kind of light. It's kind of light, but you hold it for a while, you'll feel it. And this is what it looks like on the other side. Now, it's not a hardcover. They didn't have a hardcover for this, but this will work. So let me move this little bookmark thing out the way, and let's open this sucker up. Little bookmark magnifier right there. Zondervan got their hands in this one. So these are the contents. You got the Old Testament, the same 39 books. You got the Apocrypha section, which is 18 books instead of 15 that a lot of other Bibles will give you, or books. Normally the NRSV gives you 18 instead of 15 Apocrypha books. If you ever had an NRSV and you follow their Bibles, they normally give you 18. The additional books that you would get besides the 15 that they would normally give you, the other books, you would get 3 and 4 Maccabees and Psalm 151. And the New Testament is the same old 27. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. To the reader, we ain't reading all that. Now this is what the print size will look like. I think it's gonna look like that one. Yep, same size. Now this book is a study Bible, but it's not the greatest study Bible. It does give you information about almost every chapter that you're reading about. It gives you Hebrew and Greek meanings, and tells you information about the verses that you're reading at the bottom. But you don't get cross references to other scriptures in this Bible at all. There are no cross references from the Old Testament Apocrypha or the New Testament. So that is a downside. So let's check out some stuff in here. Let's go to Judges 18:30, the controversial verse, and let's see what they said here. So we are at Judges. Let me move this bookmark out the way, and this is verse 30. Then the Danites set up the idol for themselves. Jonathan, son of Gershom, son of Moses. They actually translated it right as a B next to it. You can read the info, I might in a minute. But then it says, and his sons were priests to the tribe of the Danites unto the time the land went into captivity. And then when you get to the B, it says, another reading, son of Manasseh. And that's true. If you ever compare this verse with different translations, you'll see some say the son of Manasseh, some say the son of Moses. The reason is because there's a controversy behind it. You can check that out. I'll just tell you, the story goes that whoever put together the Masoretic text was trying to hide the fact that Moses had an idolatrous grandson named Jonathan. So they tried to add an N in the name of Moses to make it Manasseh instead of Moses. So some people translate it as Manasseh. Anyway, so here we go. We're at 1 Kings 15, or is it 14? 15. We're gonna see if they translated this properly. I don't know. Let's see. So 1 Kings 15 verse 1 says, now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, son of Nebat, Abijam began to reign over Judah. He reigned for 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Maacah, daughter of Abishalom. Can you remember that? Now let's go to verse 8. Abijam slept with his ancestors, and they buried him in the city of David. Then his son Asa succeeded him. In the 20th year of King Jeroboam of Israel, Asa began to reign over Judah. He reigned 41 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Maacah, daughter of Abishalom. Asa did what was wrong. I don't need to read that. So it said that Asa, who was the son of Abijam, it said that they had the same mom, Asa and Abijam. But Asa was the son of Abijam. So I don't think they put a a letter next to that. No, they didn't even give you a note next to it saying that. They give you some understanding that that was Asa's grandmother right there instead of his mother. The Hebrew word for mother and grandmother are the same. So I understand why they translated it this way, but to end confusion for us English readers, they should have translated it grandmother. You can see other translations. Some of them put grandmother. Some of them put notes on the side of that, let you know that is his grandmother or grandmother, This one didn't do it. It's all good. And I just noticed something. I don't like this. I don't like that you don't have a lot of side space on the edges right here. And on the, you rarely got a little space. You got like tight. It's real tight. Now the top is decent. The bottom you kind of got some. You don't have a lot of space at the bottom. No, I don't like that. That's a downside to me because I like to write in my notes and cross references. So no, I don't like that. It's another downside. So now we're going to the Apocrypha. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Ben Sirach or Sirach. And this is chapter 51. So this is something that you will get additionally that you won't get in other translations of Ben Sirach. They added back in about 16 verses. And it's in chapter 51. You can compare it with the KJV and other translations of Sirach that you would get. You won't see this. So after verse 12, you'll see this. It'll say, Hebrew adds, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. And it's a lot of verses after that. All of that is added back in. And then it goes back into 13 and it finishes off to verse 30 for chapter 51 of Sirach. So you get additional verses restored back to the text in that one. And let's check out some more. Now we also have in 2nd Esdras, we have chapter 6, 49. We have it saying this. It says, then you kept in existence 2 living creatures, the one you call Behemoth, and it puts a B next to it, and the other Leviathan. And you separated one from the other, for the 7th part where the water had been gathered together could not hold them both. And you gave Behemoth, another B, one of the parts that had been dried up on the 3rd day to live in it, where there are 1,000 mountains. But to Leviathan you gave the 7th part, the watery part, and you have kept them to be eaten by whom you wish and when you wish. And at the bottom we got that B somewhere. Bam, right here. Bam, right here. Okay, so it says B. 649 and 51. Other Latin authorities read Enoch, which is true. I think the KJV translators in the 1611 they left it as Enoch instead of Behemoth. And they put on the side though, they put a note saying Behemoth. They understood it should be Behemoth, but they translated it as the Latin text or manuscript they was using said. Some Latin authorities do say that. But anyway, let's keep going. But this translation, they got it right. They actually put it how it should be. Behemoth. So you ain't got to worry about that. Now, in chapter 7 of 2nd Esdras, you do get the missing 70 verses restored back to the text. You do not get this in a lot of other translations of the Apocrypha for 2nd Esdras. And the 1611 KJV doesn't have it. The 1560 Geneva Bible doesn't have it either. So I'm just going to continue. Now, where we at? We have Mark. This is just an additional. I don't even have to get this, but this is just additional. So in Mark 16, you get the shorter ending of Mark and the longer ending of Mark. From basically verses 8 to 20, you get additional. Like that's normally in a lot of Bibles anyway, but they give you extra information about it, and you can read all about it in here. I won't go over that, but it's some controversial stuff because, yeah, some of that stuff. Yeah, I'll let y'all study it. Anyway, so this last part is what's in the back of the book. So we also got Acts 12:4. let's see how they translated this before we get to the back. When he had seized him, he put him in prison and handed him over to 4 squads of soldiers to guard him, intending to bring him out to the people after the Passover. They did that right in my eyes. Some translations say Easter, but they said Passover, so that's good. And the back, they have a glossary in the back letting you know about the names and places of people, you know, David, and they'll give you some information. Now here they give you cross references to where David is mentioned, or, you know, some stuff like that. They give you cross references here, and they give you cross references to the Apocrypha, which is good. But as far as like all throughout the old Apocrypha and New Testament, they don't do that. So that is different and unique, and I don't like it completely, because I just like an overall study Bible. Like, give me the majority of the stuff I need all in one book, and I'm good to go. But this is the giant print size book, Bible with the Apocrypha, and there are no maps in the back. There are no additional study information in the back. That is it. I hope this gave y'all some insight on whether you want to get it or get it for someone who's having trouble seeing the words of the Bible, whether their vision is going bad. So I would like to get this book, but after knowing what I know now, you know, after reviewing it, because I didn't know that it didn't have enough space on the sides and the bottom like that to write in my cross references and notes, which is important to me. So after reviewing it, I wouldn't want to get it for that, but I do like the big print, and I like a lot of stuff about it, or other stuff about it, but it's just not overall the greatest study Bible for me. So this was the review of the NRSV Holy Bible XL Edition with the Apocrypha. It's still a good book, but it's not the greatest study Bible. If they can improve it and make it bigger, because people will buy it if it's bigger, I mean, ain't no problem. But if they was to make it bigger, and they don't even have to make a hardcover, but if they did also, that would be cool, and add in extra study information, like give me and other people cross references from the Old Testament Apocrypha and New Testament, just as you did in other NRSV Bibles and books, and give me enough space in between the pages, at the top and the bottom, and on the right side of the pages, or, you know, all around the pages, so I can write in my cross references and notes that you didn't give, because I already know it's not, well, you don't have all the cross references and notes that I'm gonna write in. So I would like that as well, and then this book would be very, very good, very, very good, or very, very great to recommend. But that's my opinion about the book. It's not many bad things I can say about the book, but that's my review. So if this is good enough for y'all and you would like to get it, you can. I got this book from christianbook.com. They was having some sales going on for Cyber Week, and the sales might be over now, but you can look and see what they got. They might go on sale again soon, I don't know. But that's it. Would I recommend that you get it? I would, because I've had worse Bibles. Yeah, so this isn't the bad Bible. But I'm out of here.